I'm Sandy Van Tuyl, and I am a painter and a public artist. I've been working in acrylics for 25 years or more, and the local Kansas Cityan, and I just love structure and organic matter, and I use it in my artwork. I was an art major. I worked in graphic art for a couple decades, let's just say that. And I decided that I wanted to continue painting. I've also done several public art projects, and I've done paintings in a very large outside environment, which was exciting. And so I've always been an artist, and this is just who I am, and I continue to work in painting and public art. I started looking at the deco when I was a young artist. That's what really drew my environment, but now drew me the most. But now it's looking at the small incidental things that people overlook. A lot of my work takes small things that are just included in buildings or in the landscape and making them important, because sometimes those small things are important and they resound in these works. I make them large, and I think that draws people in. I have a variety of things I use. I use the built environment, and I use the organic environment around us. I use both of those things together. A lot of my early work was just structural, but then I did a couple artist residencies in the national parks, and that brought in a lot of organic things. And what I found was that really our built environment and our living environment are the same things. We create the things around us that are the most important to us, and we keep the things that we really love, and it's a reflection of who we are. So I take those structures, the incidental elements, pull them together and make it a rhythm that is a reflection of ourselves as community, how we react to each other, how we live with each other, how we feel about each other. It's just kind of what my art does. I don't really put any expectation on people, what they see, but I want them to see, yeah, that's where I live. I just want them to interact with it. I want them to find something about it that resonates with them. That's really, if it's just wallpaper, then I haven't done my job well. If it's something that just keys something in them, and some kind of response, that's what I really want for folks to have. I'm selfish about this. I like to make art, but I also know it's got to live somewhere else, and I like to share it. So once I'm done with it, I'm kind of done with it. I mean, it lives at my house or my studio, but it's out in the world. I recently, for the past several years, have been working on a project that was about local refugees, and it was not about me at all. I had some artwork in it to kind of project their stories, but it was their stories, their quilts, their images, and that was helpful to me to be in the background and just hold up the mic for somebody else. For my own work, I just let it speak for itself once it's out in the world. Painting I find very meditative, so I kind of am selfish about that. I'll do it in the winter time when it's cold outside and I can go into my studio, and I'll take a couple weeks to finish up work depending on how difficult it is. I did some billboards for the Charlotte Street Foundation where it was Prairie Redo is the name of it, and it was all structural elements from downtown Kansas City in the streetcar, but really it looks like tall grass prairies because I love the local plants and all of that stuff. I think we have a lot to celebrate here, so that's kind of my unique thing. Where I am in the world is what I bring into my art studio. Usually I just need some time to think. Recently I was at a lake and just floating in the water, and I was looking at the sunlight off of structures, the algae, and it starts me clicking along, thinking about new ways and new series. And it's like I get a title in my head and it's like, oh, I know what I'm going to do next. And it's just then a matter of taking some photographs kind of to refer to, and then using those photographs, morphing the images, and then starting some work. I think I'm going to do some works on paper, just more intimate, small pieces that I can share. I don't know if I'll have written words involved with them, but I like the idea after doing this refugee project of telling stories, and I'm investigating some other stories of other people's to tell and then incorporating my artwork in with it. That's one thing I'm looking at. And then the other thing is just to continue painting. I enjoy the work itself, so I'll continue on with that. Do it every day, just practice at it. It's a discipline, and I think you have to love it, but you also have to do it even when it's not working for you. I think that's the thing. And be surprised. Be surprised about what you find out about yourself. Don't be locked into a box, just keep on experimenting, because many of my friends, myself included, started in one place and our artwork has taken us to a totally different place.